go ratchet with it.
Yeah, headsets adjust like up and down.
Yo, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's not gonna mess up your
Yeah.
hair.
I don't care. I was just
No, he was asking about the hair, man. That's what it was.
Yeah, they adjust. They've got these deals on there.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're live.
We are
Sigh.
live.
We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Behind the Glass. Once again, we're doing the t-shirt giveaway. I don't know. This video, I don't know when this video is going to go up. I might not be doing the t-shirt video giveaway anymore.
We'll see.
But we got some Behind the Glass t-shirts. Let us know if you want one. We'll work that all out.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'm here.
Sajan. You guys know Sajan. Sajan, welcome back to Behind the Glass. Welcome to the show. What in the heck is going on with you?
Comfy clothes right now, man.
Comfy clothes.
Comfy clothes, gym clothes.
Why can't I hear you?
It's not on.
There.
There it is.
Oh,
That's it.
are we? Now we're live.
Now we're live.
Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Behind the Glass. I don't know if that's gonna pick up on camera or not, so we'll see what's happening.
We'll see. Yeah.
But anyway, as you and I were trying to discuss earlier, you appear to be in the gym these days.
Yeah.
When was the last time I saw you, man? What's going on with you?
It's been about a week. Since then, I've actually I got interviewed by a reporter at my news station, and
Well, okay. Tell them you work for what?
I work
Don't wait. Can we do that?
well.
Just tell them like what you work for.
Yeah. I work for a news station as an assistant producer. I work in that capacity, so I do lots of cameras and audio and editing for them and whatnot. And one of our anchors on our morning show wanted to interview me for a story she's doing, which is about underage drinking. So she wanted to ask me a few questions as someone who's underage and doesn't drink. So yeah, so it's pretty interesting. I was a little nervous, but I think it went well enough. She said it was a really good interview. I felt like crap about it. I felt like I sounded like an idiot, but you know, that's how it goes. And I was like, well, yeah.
Wait, so you already did the interview?
Yeah, I already did the interview. She's supposed to have her package out sometime next week.
Let's clear this up. You don't drink.
That's right.
Why don't you drink? How old are you?
18. Mm-hmm.
You're 18. Why don't you drink, man? A lot of kids your age, you know, they're already heavy into it, I believe.
So the short answer is that I don't have a fake ID.
Wow. All right. I mean, at least you're honest, you know? Back when I was 18, that's probably the only thing that kept me from going in bars. I couldn't find anybody. I think I looked, too, when I was younger. I looked for a guy, and I could never find someone to make me a fake ID. So,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not the real reason.
I know,
but
you're being facetious.
Yeah, I'm being a little bit facetious, a little bit sarcastic, having some fun here. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I wonder because most people I meet think I'm like early 20s. Like a coworker of mine, we met. Well, she's an intern actually. She thought I was 24.
Well, you got the deep voice. You got some muscles going.
A little bit of muscle action.
You got some beard that you're growing out a little bit here. We're starting to see some facial hair coming in.
Coming in with the chinny chin hairs.
Yep, the chin hairs, the mustache. You have a pickup truck. You just bought a brand new truck.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, you're kind of looking pretty adultish.
A little bit, man. Yeah.
Is that depressing to you? Or?
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Ever since all that happened, like I feel like I'm a kid who's supposed to live the life of an adult now. That's what it feels like to me. Like I don't know what the fudge I'm doing right now.
What the trucks?
Yeah, what the trucks am I doing? I'm like, I go to work and then I go to the gym. I'm driving this truck. I'm paying these bills. I'm like, what the fudge is happening right now?
This is and to everybody out there, he's saying fudge.
Fudge, man.
Yeah, they know. But do you like being an adult? Or do you wish you could go back to being a kid and not having bills? Is all of the freedom that you have? Because now That's the main thing for especially us guys growing up. Like we just want to get the truck, we want to get the sports car, whatever we got. We want to have the freedom. Like mom and dad say, you're home at this hour. We want to be able to say,
no,
I'll be home
when I'm home.
Yeah. 10 o'clock, I'll be there. Or whenever I get home
might
is when I get
4
home. Yeah.
Maybe I didn't come home.
Yeah. Is in your opinion, now that you are paying bills and you're living kind of the adult life, now do you think it's worth it?
I definitely think it's worth it. It's having the freedom is so nice. I mean, like I don't like waking up at like 2:45 a.m. to go to a job, but other than that, because for me, I'm a sort of a conscientious person, and so if I'm not productive, I start to hate myself and I get depressed. So it's good for me to be busy, even though I don't like enjoy all of it all the time.
Right.
And then at the end of the 2 weeks, I'm like, oh man, now I'm happy I got up because look at this paycheck. I got all this dough. I'm like,
yeah, all that money, man.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it for me. I get to hang out. It's been really cool now because when I was, I've been hanging out with all of my brothers lately. You, Corey, Seth. Yeah. Now it's like, I was used to be a kid. Corey would be like, oh, we can't take Silas here and there and that. And
now we bring you.
Now I'm hanging out,
Now you're bringing your damn self.
Yeah, man.
It's very cool. I am super appreciative of being an adult all the time. You know, the decisions I get to make, there's no way I'd ever go back to mom and dad locking me up at night. Okay, well, for disclaimer purposes, mom and dad would never lock me up. But,
no.
I mean, like, how when you're a kid, we had a curfew. I had a curfew. I had to be in my house at a certain time, and I couldn't. My friends growing up were like, they were wild and kind of free kids. A lot of them. Some of them didn't have. My best friend growing up, he only had his mom. He didn't have his dad, so he didn't have any kind of structure really in his house. She told him things to do, but he would do what he wanted to do, kind of a thing, So, I was so jealous of that growing up. Dad and mom, thank God they did too, but they'd lock it down. At night you're home, you're this, you're that. We had rules. I think in my teen years was when I got the most depressed about all that. That's how every teenager, like right around 16, 15, 16, 17 years old, I started just really
resenting that.
Yeah, just the resentment. But I always managed to hold those demons at bay. I was still always respectful to dad and mom. I think mom might say something different.
I don't know.
I tried to be, but yeah, I think it's worth it to be an adult, to have to pay your bills, to have to, all the problems that come with being an adult. I think it's worth it, for me at least, because you get to be your own man.
I know, it's so nice, the freedom.
Yeah, I can do what I want, man. And yeah, it's pretty unmatched, that level of freedom, But with all that, just like the Spider-Man thing, with great power
comes great responsibility.
Freedom, you got responsibilities. You have to be a responsible adult.
That's exactly right, yeah.
And that's pretty much what this interview was with you about on TV. We could tell them, because maybe they can go look it up and watch your interview.
Yeah, it would probably be on our website for sure. Yeah,
tell them screw it. Tell them the damn...
the station.
The station.
Yeah, so the news station that I work for is it's KXMB. So it's in Bismarck, actually.
Yep.
And I've worked there for... what's been about maybe 13 months, somewhat, initially in a part-time capacity, and then the last maybe 6 months or so, 6-7 months in a full-time capacity, because they had a guy that they wanted for the position that I now occupy, but as soon as they took him full-time, like the first day, he was a no-call, no-show.
Fired.
And so my boss was like, fired. You're done. You're done. That was
one shot. You get fired from one shot of no call, no show?
Well, he'd had a habit of doing that when he was a part-timer, too.
Oh.
And then, he didn't get fired the first day because my boss's boss wanted to hold off for a little bit. And, so he didn't fire him right then, but then they let him go because I think he did it again.
What a loser.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I'll never understand that mindset of people. I can understand it, but I don't want to be you.
I actually think he did it on purpose. To be honest with
What,
you.
you thought he wanted to get fired?
For that, because you get paid if what is it? What's it called?
Unemployment?
Yeah, unemployment. Yeah, he was making. I don't know. I think he would have made more on unemployment than he would working. At
If
the
you
time.
get fired, can you claim unemployment?
I think you can.
I thought you had to get laid off or let go or. Oh yeah, maybe the same thing. I don't know. Yeah, I think you can.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
So
well.
yeah, I mean, just like I could never do that. You know, I'd just be disgusted with myself. But I don't know. I don't want to throw too much shade at him. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah,
but
you have standards. Good luck to the guy.
Yeah.
Hopefully you see this video and get your act together. you
Yeah.
know? Life is short. I was watching. What video was it that I was watching? God, who was it? Whoever it was in this video, they were talking about how your life, let's say, I think it was Muhammad Ali or something like that. Yeah, it was Muhammad Ali. He was talking about your life. Let's say you live 80 years, right? You get to live 80 years. He said, like, out of those 80 years, 9 years of that you end up sleeping.
Oh my
God. 9 years you end up sleeping, so now you're down to what, 71 years, and then take away from that the amount of time that you're an adult or you're
a kid,
you're
so
a
say
kid.
about like 18, 20 years.
Yeah, let's give it 20 years. Mm-hmm. So like 50 now, you're
50,
down to like, like what, 51 years? Mm-hmm. And then out of that 51 years, now you are an adult, so you become adult, you waste kind of those 20 years in the beginning, become an adult, then you become adult, and you're finding so much time, that's your moment,
Yep.
Okay? And then out of those 50 years, how many of those are going to be, probably the younger portion of those 50 years are going to be the years that are going to be good for you, like years that you can use your body, your mind to its fullest, So out of those 50 years, you still say like from 80 to what? Like,
yeah, right.
80, 70, 60, you still take away 30 of those 50, of years where you're kind of old now, and maybe are not doing your best or whatever.
Yeah.
At the end of it, the way he broke down the numbers, life is so short. The window that you have in your life to do something like that's going to benefit yourself or benefit someone else is incredibly short.
Yeah.
That window of time is so short. So for guys like this who waste their time like that, or just anyone in general who just isn't taking life by the balls, you can't afford to do that.
No, man.
You really can't.
Yeah. There's no time to waste.
Yeah. I always preach about it in my coffee talks, like the importance of time. How important time is and how important it is that you use it wisely. Can't be overestimated. But what else is going on with you now that you are 18 years old? We were having a conversation in the other room. Is that anything you want to have on the show? Because mom and dad will be watching this.
Forgot about that. Dang.
Yeah. We'll leave that out.
We'll leave it out.
It's nothing bad. It's just guy talk, and I'm not to the point with this show yet where I'm, open enough to share everything with you guys. So we're not going to talk about it. But you and I have already discussed, in one of our last videos, we talked about women and all the struggles that comes along with that. So
for real,
that's something right now you're coming into real quick. You're burning hot, son, like a comet. You're coming through and things are going to start happening to you.
Yeah.
You're going to start getting some attention in that department. And especially once you get to the age of 21 and you're able to drink, you're going to have some real problems.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm ready for that, man, but I'm excited.
Yeah. You've never been drunk before, right? I know you did that interview.
No.
You've seen videos of drunk people, right?
Oh, man. Yeah. They were like,
yeah, it's not fun. I've been drunk before probably 3 times in my entire life. Like, really drunk. Other than that, I'll usually just get buzzed or something. Yeah. But it's not good to get drunk.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
That's what Corey says. I mean, he hasn't been drunk a lot. He likes to get buzzed sometimes.
Corey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but like he said he's a happy drunk for the most part, unless he's in a bad situation. So it's, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all, man, your mindset could change. I think the mindset that you start the night with, for me, in my experience, usually that's what I can maintain throughout the night. So if I'm going through a rough time and I pick up a bottle, I'm pissed off, and I pick up the bottle and start drinking.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the rest of the night's only going to go further downhill from there. I might try to get into a fight. I'm going to drive drunk. I'm going to be driving aggressively drunk, angry, all these things. You know, the alcohol just magnifies your current state. Right.
Yep.
So if I'm happy, I'm super happy, I'm excited, you know, yeah, I'm going to have this feeling of euphoria, this high feeling. I'm just chilling, drinking with my boys. That's going to be a good night, you know? I mean, still not getting drunk, but drinking. If you're sad, don't start drinking if you're sad, okay? A lot of people make that mistake.
Deep depressive slumps.
You're going to have big time problems.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it'll bring you straight to the edge of death, son. Like, you'll want to go jump off a cliff, and it'll sound like a good idea when you're drinking. You'll say, you know what? F all of this. I'm like, there's cars driving by out front.
I'll just step out.
I'm stepping in front. Like, I don't care about none of this. I don't care about you guys, and you damn sure don't care about me.
Yeah.
You're crying. You're drinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't do it, okay? I say the same thing about music, you know? If you are in a super sad state of mind, music is an incredibly powerful tool, and it can imprint a very bad and dangerous thought process on your brain if you are listening to music at pivotal stages in your life. Like, for instance, I've listened to music, you know, I've first heard songs, like, I'll be super sad, right? And you start just playing music. And then whenever you're not sad, you hear that song again, and it will bring you back to that sad place. You remember the sadness that you were dealing with, you know? Or if you were super pissed and you start listening to these certain songs, you know, it can imprint on your brain, you know, that memory. It's there, and it's dangerous, you know? So, and you can ruin music for yourself, you know, just like you can ruin drinking. If you start drinking when you're pissed off, you get drunk, get into a fight, go to jail, do whatever else, you know, like that. You can ruin all of these wonderful tools that we have in life, you know, by using them incorrectly. So just be careful.
That, especially using it incorrectly, because you've talked about before the positive utility to it, like when you're feeling lazy and you don't want to go to the gym, but there's that one gym song you always listen to.
Oh, man.
That gets you going, doesn't it, man? Yeah.
100%, you know? Right? Or the motivational speaker, you know? You go and start listening to that guy, and they got the right music in there. And, you know, so you have to figure out how to use things correctly. You know? I'm not saying don't listen to music when you're sad. I'm saying, like, choose like, how you're going to allow your state of mind to be altered when you're in a situation. Like, if you are super sad, maybe instead of drowning yourself in music, you should, like, sit down and think about what's going on with you. Like, work through your problem, you know, or listen to a happy song when you're sad. Don't listen to a sad song when you're sad, you know, like, just like, don't start getting drunk when you're pissed. Or
play something that's more in the mood that you want to be in. Yeah,
exactly. Play something that's going to be positive or beneficial towards your current state of mind. That's not going to bring you deeper into it. Unless you're working out. Like, so that's why it's so flexible. Like, if you want to go work out, you know, and you need to get amped up, then you need to listen to some amp up music. So, but like I say, like, using it properly, like, that just comes with time. Like, you and I were texting not long ago. We were talking about a certain situation. I said, this is the kind of thing where it's just going to come with time. You just have to wade into those waters. You got to swim. You got to drown a little bit. You got to come back to the surface. Like, time. It just, you know, you got to give things time, and eventually you'll get there. 100%. What do you think about my airplanes, man?
I was actually going to comment on those before the show. This reminds me of, like, because you always liked airplanes when you were little. You were so big into airplanes, man.
Yeah.
I know. It's a perfect addition. I like this one with the shark teeth on it.
Oh man, they're sweet.
We used to play. We played a video game with an airplane like that in it, didn't it? Was it like a military game? We had some planes like that.
Yeah, Spitfire. What was that? Seth would know. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Combat. Microsoft Combat Simulator.
Yeah.
On PC.
Mm-hmm.
Nice segue.
Oh.
Yeah, I had him up here, and then I was like, it's a little too distracting, so I put him off to the side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, it is always good to have you on the show, man.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure.
And we're going to have to do more of these more often. Obviously, you'll be a regular guest on here.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else that you want to tell these people, or, a message you want to put out to everybody?
Well, so this is something me and Dad have been talking about, and you were there as well, because 2020 was a pretty rough year for a lot of people for obvious reasons, pandemic and all sorts of stressors, freaking people out. So I just want to say this is what my dad told me. So this is some good advice for people: is that it doesn't matter what year it is. It won't be any different unless you do something different. So I just want to encourage everybody to get out there and change what you're doing and change your life for the better. And that's what you need to do, because it doesn't matter what the calendar says. That doesn't affect the outcome of your day. You got to get out there and get after it. So, yeah.
100%, man. I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome advice for everybody to listen to. I know I'm living by it, and I know you are too. So take that message to heart, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you comment on this video or email us. The first person that sends me a great email gets a free shirt. You'll get to decide, the shirt that you want. We got t-shirts, whatever else, long sleeves. And we're going to go from there. We're going to keep the show rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to Behind the Glass. This is Silas Jackson, my brother. And we're going to catch you guys in the next video.
Yeah.
Later.
Later, man.